Hello BookTube, my name is Adrian and welcome to my reading vlog for Lalathon. Today is November 1st, which means it's technically the first day of Lalathon. I will post my TBR down below so that you could check that out if you're interested in what all I plan to read this week and what exactly Lalathon is. But this is the first clip for that video. I am curled up on the couch with the kiddo, and I am so tired because in order to have a fresh slate today for Lalathon, I ended up staying up until about 2:30 in the morning to finish the book I was reading the other day. It was a 5-star read, so I'm not upset about it, but I'm also really sleepy. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to pick up. First, I was thinking I would either pick up Dead Mountain or First and Then, because those are two of the shorter books that I have, and two that I actually have to read physically and don't have audiobooks for. So I think that might be what I do first, because they're shorter and I could probably get through them pretty quickly, but I might honestly take a nap first because I'm really tired. So yeah, I will check back in with you guys when I actually pick something up. So I will see you later. Hey guys, so I wanted to give you guys an update because I've officially finished my first book for Lalathon, and that is El Defo by Cece Bell. This book is a graphic memoir about Cece and kind of her life growing up and how at 4 years old she had meningitis and lost her hearing, and kind of her growing up through school with hearing aids and all of that stuff, and kind of how she dealt with that stuff. And I ended up giving this book 4 out of 5 stars. I really loved it, and I love the story, and I feel kind of weird giving a memoir 4 stars because this is her story and it's her real life. But the main reason I just docked a star was actually just the art style. I just didn't love the art style, but I loved everything else about it. So the only reason it went down to a 4 was just the art style wasn't for me. But everything else about this was fabulous. So this is my first book for Lalathon. Also today I started listening to the audiobook for The Raven Boys, and I am 90 pages into this. And I am still at parts that I remember from this book. I read this book in May of last year, and I ended up giving it about a 2.5 out of 5 stars last year and didn't really love it, but I'm rereading it because I don't really remember anything about like the ending of it. I am 90 pages in and I am still at details that I actually remember, and so hopefully we'll get to stuff I don't remember yet, and we'll see how I feel about it as I keep reading. And then I also have, if you saw my TBR, I have the second and third book as well that I'm hoping to read, and the only reason I don't have the 4th book is because my library didn't have it. So that's what I've done today. I am off to a pretty good start. I'm probably going to go ahead and go to bed and probably read some more of The Raven Boys, and then I will check back in with you guys in the morning with more of what I've been reading. So I will see you guys later. Hello guys. So it is currently November 2nd, and today is actually my daughter's birthday. But my daughter and I are actually getting ready now to head out to my sister's house because she has been having a lot of contractions recently. She's pregnant with my niece, and I am so excited. But she's been having a lot of contractions, and her husband has to work 2 shifts today over the next 2 days, and so she doesn't really want to be alone if she ends up going, like, having to go to the hospital. So my mom and my daughter and I are going to go out there, and we're going to like pump her full of spicy foods, and we're going to take her out on lots of walks and see if maybe we can have a baby soon. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys a reading update as well. I am almost finished with The Raven Boys. I'm not very far from the end of this. I think I have about 30 pages of this left. So I'm almost done with this, but I don't think I'm going to be finishing it today, unless by some miracle I'm able to read on the drive, but I doubt that. So this is something I will probably finish tomorrow when I get home, because I'm going to be spending time with my sister and my mom. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and go because I have to pack. So I will see you guys later.
Hang on. I need to go with my speech.
Sorry, I gotta run.
Well, all right, we'll pick you up at 8 and go through it in the car. By the way, I asked June to come along. No, that's all right.
Hello guys. So it is now Saturday and I wanted to give you guys an update because I'm home. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm no longer at my sister's house and I wanted to give you guys an update. So, first of all, still no baby yet, so that's unfortunate. But aside from the no baby thing, my reading, I finished reading The Raven Boys. This, as like I got home from my sister's and I went ahead and started reading and I finished The Raven Boys. So I ended up giving that book a 3 out of 5 stars. I didn't super love it. Like, it was fine, but it wasn't great. Like, there's just a lot about it that, like, it's very confusing. I don't, like, it's not my genre, I guess. But, I finished it. So, it was an okay read for me, not great. So, that is what I've read. I have not decided what I'm going to pick up yet. So, I think this is where I'm going to end this clip. And then you guys can see what I pick up in the next one. So, I will see you guys in that next clip. Hello, guys. So, it is now Monday for Booktubeathon. This is not Booktubeathon. It is now Monday for Lalathon. And I wanted to give you guys an update on my reading after, this weekend. Granted, I didn't do much reading this weekend. I ended up finishing The Raven Boys. Actually, I think I told you I finished The Raven Boys already. Scratch that. So my reading for Sunday, because I know I didn't update you guys on Sunday. I started reading Dead Mountain, and I am currently about 110 pages into that. And I am, I'm slowly reading through that. It's interesting, but it's a nonfiction, so it's a little slower going than some books that are a little faster paced. But I am enjoying it. So we just got finished at my daughter's 1-year doctor's appointment, her 1-year well visit. So we are on our way to get some drinks because we have a little soda shop in our town, and whenever we go to doctor's appointments, the standard routine is we go to a doctor's appointment and then we go get drinks from the soda shop. So that is what we're doing now, and then I will update you guys later when we get home about where I'm reading later on today. I will check back in with you guys later. Hey guys, so I have another reading update for you. Last I spoke to you, I told you that I was reading Dead Mountain, and I actually finished it. I just finished reading Dead Mountain. I ended up giving this book 5 out of 5 stars. I really did enjoy this. It was very interesting to see the incident and how this guy went through researching what happened, and it was very interesting. And I said, I ended up giving it 5 out of 5 stars because that kind of thing fascinates me. And yeah, that's what I rated that. And so now I'm getting ready to start listening to the audiobook of The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. My physical copy is in the other room and I don't feel like going to get it. So, but yeah, I'm getting ready to start the audiobook for The Dream Thieves. Tonight, I am going over to my parents' house with the kids. My husband has a meeting that he's going to. I want a break, so we're going to my parents' house so my parents can spend some time with the kids, and I can have a break, and we're gonna get the new movie Christopher Robin that just came out on DVD. So I'm really excited to watch that. So I think we're gonna get that to watch tonight while the kids hang out and play. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start reading The Dream Thieves, and I will check back in with you guys when I have another update for you.
It's lovely having you all here. It was very moving, that number.
Hello guys, so it is now late in the evening on Tuesday, and I wanted to give you guys an update because I believe the last I updated you is yesterday. And I don't really remember what I told you, but as for what I've read today, I started reading First and Then by Emma Mills. I am only about a chapter into that, and so far it's okay, but you know, I haven't really gotten a feel for anything. And I am about 100-ish pages into The Dream Thieves, and I actually so far like this book more than the first one. And I think that is because I already know what's going on, kind of like I get the gist of what's happening versus the last book. Say you. Anyway, I think I'm liking this book better than the first one because I kind of already know what's going on. Like, I've got the gist of the story. There's no real world building very much going on. Like, yes, we're still discovering things, but it's not starting from scratch. Hello. She likes seeing herself on the face cam. But as a result of that, I am kind of liking this one more. So, yeah, that's where we are now. I am going to continue to read some. I'm also working on uploading a video today, so that'll be fun. So yeah, that is what's going on right now. What am I reading? And I will check back in with you guys probably in the morning because I have to get these suckers to go to bed. So I will see you guys later. Bye. So I just filmed this clip and realized that I hadn't been recording at all. So let's try this again. Good morning, guys. I am sitting down right now to go ahead and do my makeup, but I wanted to give you guys a reading update before that. Last night I started reading, and all morning I have been reading First and Then by Emma Mills. This book is about a girl named Devin whose cousin Foster comes to live with them after his mom is having some issues. It's kind of their story, and Foster kind of joining football, and Devin kind of trying to figure out her feelings for her best friend and some other people. So this has actually been really good. I really enjoyed it, but I will say it's kind of a slow book. Like, I have been flying through this book. I am 170 pages in, and that's more than halfway through this book, but it is a slow-paced story. So it's just taking a while to get through, but I am still enjoying it. So my goal is to finish this today and then start on something else. I think the next book I'm going to start is probably Love, Life, and the List, because it is the only book that I have that I do not have an audiobook for. So if I'm going to read it, I need to actually physically read it. So I need to start that and then continue listening to the audiobook of The Dream Thieves. And if I finish this book today and then start on Love, Life, and the List, I should actually, hopefully, if I can finish the Lalathon list, be able to complete all of the books on my TBR for Lalathon. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do my makeup and read some more of First and Then I will check back in with you guys when I finish this book. So I will see you later. Is that you? You're cute.
No.
What? Is that you? Is that you? Sure. Not nose. No. Got your juice? Hey guys, so I just finished reading First and Then, and I ended up giving this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really did enjoy the story, but there was just something about it missing for me that just couldn't let it be a full 5 stars, but it was really great, so I decided to go with 4.5 out of 5 stars. My daughter's knocking everything over. So I decided to go with a 4.5 out of 5 stars instead of a full 5. And yeah, so I finished this book. This is the 4th book that I finished for Lalathon, so that's exciting. And so now hold on. So now I'm going to go ahead and start reading Love, Life, and the List by Casey West. This is a reread for me, and I'm very excited to get to this book because I really enjoyed it the last time I read it. I gave it a full 5 stars, and so I'm excited to see if it still holds up and if I still give it a full 5 stars. So that is my plan. I'm going to go ahead and read this, or start this, and then I will check back in with you guys later. I have to go to the nail salon later because one of my acrylic nails broke off this morning, so I have to go get it fixed because I just got my nails done on Monday. They shouldn't be broken already, so I'm gonna go get this one put back on, and then that's my only plan for this evening. Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with my kids in the living room and play and read a book, so I will check back in with you guys later. Bye. Alright guys, so I am feeding my daughter right now, but I'm going to give you guys an update on Lalathon because today is November 9th, which is the final day of Lalathon, and it is currently 9:30 in the morning, and I am calling it quits for Lalathon because I finished all of the books that are on my TBR, as well as the fact that I don't know if I'm going to have time to read today. After I finished all the books on my TBR, if I still had time, like today, I was going to pick up Blue Lily, Blue Lily, Blue, but I don't know if I'm going to have the chance to pick it up today because my sister is currently potentially in labor. She's been having contractions for like 2 weeks, so I feel so bad for her. But it is to the point now that she's like in a lot of pain. They're really close together. All the contractions are. She's having really bad back pain. She's been sick all night long. And she called her doctor this morning and they told her to go to the hospital and get checked out. So if she is like officially in labor and they're keeping her at the hospital, she wants me to be there so that I can kind of tag out as people need breaks. You know, so if her husband needs to go eat, if somebody needs a nap, I'm there. I will tag in. So if that happens, I don't think I'm going to have any more time to read today. So I'm going to say that this is the end of Lalathon for me, but I'm going to tell you guys about what I read because I don't think I told you guys anything about what I was reading or where I was lately. So where I am with Lalathon, last night about 9:30, 10 o'clock, I finished reading The Dream Thieves by Maggie C. Potter. This is the second book in the Raven Cycle. I ended up giving this book a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I did not love this book. I did like this book more than the first book because it is a little bit more established world. We're kind of getting the gist of some stuff, but it's also very much just a weird world. And I am not an angst reader. I do not stick around for series just because they're angsty. It is not my thing. And this series is made up entirely of angst. And it's frustrating for me. So I am probably going to continue on in the series because I have the 3rd book and I can get the 4th book as an audiobook from my library, so it's not like I have to like spend the money to get them. So I may continue on the series. I just don't know when that will be. So I gave this book 3.5 out of 5 stars. And then as soon as that was done, I started reading Love, Life, and the List by Casey West. I had started this before and got about a chapter in. Hold on, I gotta find my daughter's spoon. Okay, so anyway, after I finished The Dream Thieves last night, I went ahead and picked up Love, Life, and the List by Casey West. I had picked this up earlier this week and got about like 2 chapters in, and this is a reread for me. I finished this early this morning at like 7:30. No, I did not stay up all night, but I had like really spotty sleep last night. I did not sleep very well. I finally fell asleep at about 11:30, woke up again at 3, fell asleep at like 5, woke up at 6. So I did not sleep super great last night, and so I stayed up basically all night, you know, not on purpose. But whenever I did wake up, I would end up reading this, and I finished it this morning. Like I said, this was a reread for me. This book follows Abby, who is in love with her best friend Cooper, and he is not in love with her. She tried to tell him the year before the story takes place, and he did not reciprocate, so she like played it off as a joke, like, oh my gosh, no, I was kidding, oh my gosh, you should see your face kind of thing. She is an artist, and when she gets turned down to have her art displayed in a showcase that will help her get into a art program she wants to be in, she decides to make a list of things that will help her improve her art. Things like get your heart broken, fall in love, see see life enter the world, see life exit the world, you know, learn a stranger's story, that kind of stuff. So she has this big long list, and she and Cooper decide they're going to attack this list together and try and do it together because their other friends are gone for the summer. And so they decide they're going to attack this list together, and this is that story of what happens. This is Casey West. You can probably guess how this kind of story ends, but I really love this book. My favorite bookish trope is friends to lovers, and this book is centered around that idea. So I obviously love this. And it's Casey West. I love everything she's done. So I ended up giving this book, again, a 5 out of 5 stars. Super great. And this was the last book that I had planned to read for Lalathon. I had all of those books on my TBR, and the only one that was like an iffy one was Blue, and I don't think I'm going to get to it. I'm going to try, but I'm not going to force myself to read it today. But, you know, whatever. Okay, so apparently I lied, because that last clip you saw wasn't the end of this video. So real quick, we're going to insert this in here, and then we'll cut back to that last clip for the outro bit. But I ended up reading an entire another book on Friday while I was in the hospital with my sister. She had a very healthy baby girl. She is absolutely perfect, and my sister did a fabulous job and just is like a superwoman. My sister was in labor for 49 hours, but she did great, and I have a little niece now who is the most precious thing in the world. But while my sister was in labor for 49 hours, I finished an entire book on Friday. I ended up finishing Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. This is actually another one that qualified for Lalathon, and so I added this one in here. So this book I ended up giving, what did I give it? I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Usually books with the trope of blackmail, or a trope where it involves like we don't know who a person is, or an anonymous thing, I usually don't like those kinds of things. So I really didn't expect to love this book as much as I did, but I really did enjoy it. Like I said, I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I still took kind of issue with kind of the attitude certain people had that just bothered me, and for mainly with Leah. Like, I just couldn't stand Leah, and so I don't really understand how Leah got her own book, and I probably will never read Leah on the Offbeat. But that being said, I did finish this book, and I did really like it. So this was another book I finished for Lalathon. So I finished Simon versus Homo Sapiens Agenda, and then we will now cut back to the clip I filmed before my sister had her baby, where I tell you about all the other books that I finished. Just kind of a wrap up. So I will see you guys in a minute. So bye. So wrap up for this readathon. Let's go ahead and do that. So the books that I picked up for Lalathon were, first of all, I picked up El Defo by C.C. Bell. I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars because I didn't love the art style, but I love the story, so I gave it 4 out of 5 stars just for the art style aspect. So this was the first book that I read for Lalathon. The next book I picked up for Lalathon was Dead Mountain by Donnie Iker. Can't pronounce his last name. This was a survivalist, or a mystery, like nonfiction about a real life incident that happened in Russia. I found this super interesting, gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and really liked this one. Then I picked up and finished The Raven Boys. This was a reread for me, gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Slightly better rating than I gave it the first time I read it. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. The second time I read it, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, probably because I understood what was happening a little better. That was that. Then I picked up First and Then by Emma Mills. Gave the book 4.5 out of 5 stars. There's just something about it that wasn't quite everything I wanted it to be, so it didn't get a full 5 stars, but it was pretty dang close. Then, as we just talked about, I picked up The Dream Thieves. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. And then I picked up Love, Life, and Bliss by Casey West. Gave this 5 out of 5 stars. And that was everything I read for Lalathon. Alright, so that is all of the books I read for Lalathon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 books. I read 6 books for Lalathon. That's not too shabby, I don't think. Especially since I finished one and read an entire book in like 16 hours. So I don't think I did too bad. So that is everything that I read for this readathon. This is also going to be the end of this readathon because I might be having a niece today or in the next couple days. So I don't know if I'm going to have time to actually like properly get this done. So I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you participated in Lalathon, I would love to know how you did down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.